Hey, Davis A&M teachers. I just want to go over a few of the digital tools that are at your disposal so that you can pivot to some online learning. First off, I'm using a program right now called Screencastify. It is a Google Chrome extension. So it just gets added right up here in the corner of your browser, and you can click on it and get it started at any time. You can record your entire desktop like I'm doing right now, or just your browser. I actually learned about this from my own high school English teacher. She's been using this to work with her senior seminar class. They're doing a research paper, so she's been using it to kind of show kids how do you go through and do a proper search. You go to InfoHio, you refine your search, blah, blah, blah. So if you're wanting to walk kids through a document, this is a great option to do so. Your specific tools are down here where you can hide your mouse, you can highlight clicks, you can do a focus mouse, which is nice, so that it focuses them where you want them versus their eyes going all over the screen. So that's a really nice option for our students. So you also have a pen option. The one major drawback to this program is that if you're using the free version, you can only make 5-minute videos. So you have to be ready for that to be cut off, make multiple videos if you need. I'm going to be making at least 2 videos for you guys today because I know it's going to get cut off. So the other thing is that it is directly integrated with your Google Drive, so it'll save to a Drive folder, and you can also export it directly to YouTube if you prefer to use YouTube. So that's Screencastify. If you're using a district device, it's not going to work right now from what I hear from people, so you do need to use a personal computer for this. There's some other options for screencast using like QuickTime Player. That's what I used initially before I learned about Screencastify. And there's probably some other options as well. If you're feeling like you want to do that and you only have a district device, just let me know and I can search for something that will work on a PC. So next thing we were talking about in our meeting on Friday is Google Hangouts. So main thing you want to be using is this Meet feature. So you come up to your waffle and you go to Meet. So I have scheduled 2 example meetings so you can see what they look like. They'll show you your however many meetings you have scheduled for the day. So if you're scheduling separate ones for like each class period, they're all going to show up here. This is just based on your calendar. So you would click on this and you would get it started. It says you're joining the meeting. You can go into presenter mode or you can just join as the camera. So that would be present and then there's join. I'm not going to click on it because I think it'll get confused since my webcam's already being used for something. So how I got those 2 meetings scheduled was just through my calendar. So I scheduled 2 meetings on my calendar and it'll pop up right here. So what you'll do is you'll schedule something and invite your entire class to it. You can do just the regular, like if you go to your waffle and you just go to the Hangouts, that's just scheduling like a regular chat. But I think it'll be easiest for you to schedule a meeting, get it on there. So like I have my math office hours set right here, and it has the link for the Google Hangout already. And you can see that I invited Algebra 2 and Pre-Calculus to that. Those are my Google Classroom classes, so it's inviting everyone there. So I'll show you how to set this up here. I'm gonna just go through and do a math department meeting. So you need to add your time so that it generates for all participants on their own calendar. And how you turn it into a virtual meeting is you click right here for add rooms, location, or conferencing, and then you add conferencing. So that's going to generate the Google Hangout link. You can add up to 250 participants, so you should not have any fears about all of your students being able to join. Then when you come up to add guests, you can invite people individually, like I could invite Tim, or you can invite whole groups of people. So I could invite the entire staff. I could invite my pre-calculus class. So you can see that it's showing you the classroom version of that list. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and delete all you extra people out of there. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my 4 or 5 participants. And Foster. Yes. So that's how you want to use the Google Classroom feature, the Google Hangouts integrated with the Google Classroom feature. So